Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of T-Dog RC. Today we are going to be taking a look at this, which is the Durafly EFX Racer from Hobbyking. And basically this, or its little cousin, the EF Extra, is the plane that got me back into RC after a 20-year or so break. So it's quite a significant model this, so let's get stuck in and let's take a look. Okay, so the reason I say that this is the plane that got me back into RC after a 20-year or so break is because I was on, well, beginning of 2019, I was sort of thinking about getting back into RC, and I was looking at stuff on YouTube, as you do, and then a couple of days later I was at work on Google, and I did a search for something, and then on the right hand side, of course, you get all the adverts and up came an advert for a Hobbyking EF Extra, the white and fluorescent green one. I'd never even heard of Hobbyking at this point. I was literally just sort of having a very basic look at whether I should get back into RC or not. And yeah, that came up on the screen, and I just thought, wow, that looks amazing. I can't believe that's the sort of thing that you can buy these days. Clicked on that. That took me to Hobbyking's website, and then a lot of money later and a lot of planes later, the rest is history, as they say. The thing about the EF Extra that I've got, so I've still got that. That's in my office, in the box, never been touched, brand new. So I can do an unboxing video on that one as well. And I did actually buy that when I saw it. I decided I'd go for it and buy it. Then I came to my senses and realised that it was far too fast and advanced for someone who was just getting back into RC after a 20-year break. So I ended up buying something a little bit more docile that I could cut my teeth on and get back into it, make sure that I liked it. Then in the meantime, they went out of stock, the EF Extras, so you just couldn't get hold of them. You couldn't get hold of these, and I never actually flew it because I was worried that if I break it, there's no spare parts for it and I'm never going to get one. So until I was sort of felt really comfortable, I didn't want to fly it. Since then I've bought all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of, as I said, it's still in the office, in the storeroom. And then I saw a review a few weeks ago. I think it was Essential RC did another review of the EF Extra, and I thought that's strange because they've not been in stock for years, for at least a couple of years. And then I had a look, and they're all back in stock again. And then I saw a couple more new reviews on YouTube. So it looks like Hobbyking have actually got them back in stock with such a popular model. Everyone raves about them on YouTube and says they're absolutely superb. They go like anything. They're really quick, very stable, sound amazing as well. Nice and small, so you can transport them around. So really good models. So they're back in stock, which is great. The green and white one, which is the one that I bought, was only in stock for a couple of days, I think, in the UK, and then that went out of stock, but you can still get it in the EU. But what I decided was that I'll keep that one in the box, nice and safe, and I will do an unboxing of that one. But in the meantime, I will buy one of these because obviously I'm addicted to buying planes, as we all know. So this is the EFX Racer. So this came before the EF Extra. This was the original, and this has got a slightly longer wingspan, wider wingspan, should I say. So it's just a little bit easier to fly. And I thought I'm going to buy this one, cut my teeth on this one, see how we get on with this, and then at some point we'll try the EF Extra. So that's why I decided to get one of these. So let's just have a look at the specs before I get it open. So it's an 1100mm wingspan, 43.7 inches. The length is 760 mils, 30.2 inches. It's going to weigh just under a kilo, flying weight. It's 4-channel, It's got 60 amp ESC. I do believe that this is actually these EFX racers that have come back into stock have been slightly upgraded. So they've got, I think they've got a slightly bigger motor and a slightly bigger speed controller on them than the original ones. So this has a 60 amp speed controller, and it's got a 35, 36, 1780 kV outrunner on it. So it's a chunky motor, and you can put you can put an 1800 4S in it, or the good old 2200 3S, which is what I'll be starting it on basically, and getting to grips with it on that, and then I'll try a 4S. But from what I've seen, even on 3S, it goes like anything. So let's have a look inside the box. Whew. Tell you what, that wasn't easy to get out of the box. It's a tight fit. So this is brand new. I've not opened this, so this is as it comes out of the box. So let's just cut these and get stuck in, see what we've got. Split that open. I'll put this box down here and get the bits out. So first thing to come out of the box, and it's seems to be pretty well packaged. So everything's covered in this thin foam, which is good. So first things first then is obviously the wings. It's a one-piece wing. So I've gone for the yellow and navy blue one, number 75. And yeah, you can see, as I say, the wingspan on the EF Extra, I keep calling it the EF Extra, the EFX Racer is slightly longer than the EF Extra. So this should be just a little bit more stable and perhaps have a slightly slower roll rate. But yeah, it all looks very nice. Foam looks really nice quality. There's no marks or anything on this. Decals have already been applied, which is good. A couple of servos in the wings there, and ball joints to hook them up. They're pretty stiff, the ailerons, so make sure that you flex those before you power your servos up onto them. And I like this, it's got where the wing hooks into the fuselage, it's reinforced with plastic, so that's quite a nice touch, because often that's just foam, little foam tab there, but yeah, they've reinforced it. And same obviously where the screws go, they've actually made that like a little scoop, which is quite cool, and the screws go in there to fasten the wings on. And then it's got these skids built onto it as well, so it's got two on each end, and then it's got this centre one there, so that's all good. What we've got, a couple of props here. So there's two props depending on whether you're going to run it on 4S or 3S. So the little black one is for 4S, and the larger grey one is for 3S. And as I said, I'll be running this on 3S initially, and then we'll try 4S. On 4S they really scream as well, make an incredible noise. There's quite a few videos obviously of them flying around on YouTube, and they are so quick. Then we've got another bag here with some more bits in. Let's have a look inside this. So this is one of the things that I like as well with these, is you get this is an aluminium spinner. So that's a really nice bit of kit, that is. It's going to look superb. What else have we got? Some sort of cover. I'm not quite sure what that's for at this stage. Couple more scoops. I'm guessing these will be for the wings to cover the servo arms, just for aerodynamics I should think. So they go on there like that. Ball link connectors. Screws, I guess these will be for screwing the wings on. There's a Y lead there for your ailerons, so that's good. And then one of these amazing screwdrivers, and if you haven't heard the Petrinich brothers go on about these, they absolutely love these screwdrivers because they say it fits into just about any small positive screw, and having used one myself, I can they look really cheap and nasty, but they're actually really good little screwdrivers, so don't throw those away. So that's what's in that bag. Then we've got horizontal stabilizer, just no extra packaging on that. That's just it's got its own slot in the box, so I guess it's pretty safe. There's certainly no damage on that. Nice pattern underneath there. Not sure if the wings doesn't have that checkered pattern on the back actually, but it's quite distinctive compared to the top, so you'll be able to see it easy enough. So that's fine. Carbon spar running through this, and again really stiff out the box, the elevator, so you definitely want to be wiggling that a few times and getting it loosened up before you hook the servo up to it. And then it's got this little catch mechanism, so this just pulls apart and snaps into place when you're ready to put the model together. And then that's kind of it really. We're straight onto the fuselage. And here it is. What a nice looking thing. Just looks fast, even just having it on the bench like this. So vertical stabilizer is molded in, so there's nothing to do with in terms of the vertical stabilizer. Don't need to glue it or screw it. It's there, part of the fuselage, which is good. Does have a rudder as well, which is nice for a little model like this, so you should be able to do some knife edges and bits and bobs like that. Battery hatch here, strong magnets, so that's good. What we've got inside, obviously 2 servos here for the rudder and elevator, XT60 connection, and then everything's labelled up here, all the servo leads, which is good, and a Velcro strap. And then the speed controller, where's the speed controller? The speed controller is actually here, just tucked in behind the wings. That's a nice big chunky 60 amp Aerostar speed controller. And that little scoop actually on the bottom of the wing is going to be just over that, so I guess obviously that's what they've designed it for. That's going to suck in some air, blow it over the speed controller, and then it'll come out the back out of these 2 vents here, so hopefully the speed controller will get plenty of cooling, which is good. And one of the things that's slightly different about the EFX racers to the EFX is it's got a slightly different shaped fuselage, so it's kind of got this canopy sort of almost built into the tail and sort of all joining up, whereas the EF Extra from memory has a longer piece here and then a smaller little canopy. But yeah, really nice looking model. Yeah, that definitely snaps on there nicely. Little skid on the back there. Obviously these are hand launch and belly launch only. Belly launch, sorry, hand launch and belly land. There's no undercarriage with this. This cowling piece here is also plastic reinforced, which is nice to see. And then again, all the decals are applied to the fuselage, so it's ready to go. And it's in very good condition. Nice big chunky motor there up front. So yeah, no wonder it goes fast. And again, it's got some cooling scoops here to help cool the motor, which is good. So let's just quickly put this together and see very briefly what it looks like. Right then, so very quickly sort of just put together. I've not actually fastened anything down yet, but there's no gluing I don't think on this, so it's all screwed together. So the tail just snaps in place, and obviously the wings just screw on, and put the nose cone on the prop, and you're pretty much done, which is brilliant. And this is going to be one of the first planes that I use with my new Paladin radio. So that's going to be ideal, hopefully, because as I've read, these things are so accurate. It's going to be ideal for this sort of model, and I'm going to be putting one of these in it, which is the FlySky FTR 16S. So this is a 16 channel S bus receiver, the only one that FlySky do on this in this side. The new AF HDS3 protocol, which is what the Paladin radio uses. So I'm going to be putting one of these in, connected to a Zoe HD Copilot, and again, that's not really anything to do with the stabilisation side of things, because I don't tend to use the stabilisation. It's purely just for the hand launch feature, because this is a hand launch only model, and also the fact that it's relatively small and very fast. I've also got that return to home safety net that I can flick a switch on here and get this thing back home should it zoom into the distance without me being able to see which way it's going. So exciting times. Keep posted on the channel. I'll obviously be doing a flight review and a maiden of this, so if you haven't liked or subscribed already, then please click the like button, please click the bell button to subscribe. Any comments or any questions or anything like that you've got, stick them down below and I'll try and get back to you on those, and I'll see you soon for the next one.